Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Rhonda Farrell, the Success Strategist, bringing you WealthWise 2025, Week 26, the time value advantage, compounding, patience, and the power of the long game. Our theme today is how mastering the time value of money and long-term thinking unlocks generational wealth. I'm thrilled that you've stayed with us on this transformative journey thus far in 2025. And this week is special, not just because we've hit the halfway mark of the year, but because it invites us to pause and truly ask, am I playing the long game in wealth building? Too often we equate success with hustle and fast wins. But as we move into the second half of 2025, it's time to ground ourselves in the most underrated asset in wealth creation, and that is time. This week's theme is all about shifting from chasing quick wins to building deep, compounding, legacy-level wealth. Why does this matter most in 2025? Because we live in an accelerated world where AI shortens business cycles, notifications hijack our focus, and every platform screams to you, now, me. But wealth and real wealth, it all works on timeless principles. We're not here to play a sprint. We're here to build a marathon mindset. And the sooner that we stop comparing ourselves to TikTok millionaires and start aligning with time-tested principles, the better off we're going to be, because we will be able to capture it all. Your ability to delay your instant gratification preferences, to think in decades, to trust the power of patience, that's going to be your true financial superpower in 2025. I'm not saying don't capture the trend. I'm not saying don't inform yourself of where the market is going. But what I am saying is play the long game more than you play the short, intense game, because you will come out a bigger winner at the end. So the first concept we need to look at in playing the long game is the compounding power. Let's dive into compounding because it is one of the most magical forces in finance. I'm sure you've heard this example over and over and over, but let's listen to it with new ears today and with an intention of understanding how could you put this into play in different areas of your portfolio. So imagine you invest $10,000 once, and it's going to earn you 8% annual growth. After 10 years, you're going to have $21,589. After 20 years, you're going to have $46,610. But after 30 years, that 10 grand has expanded to $100,627 just from letting it be and writing out that annual growth curve. That's what we want to do. Invest once, let it ride, and then be able to examine what's occurring 10, 20, 30 years into the future. What changed? It wasn't our effort. It wasn't our strategy. It is just the time value of money, of investing and being patient and waiting for those compounding returns. You can do this, and you can factor this in through your future value of money calculators. It's more about your patience factor. So pick your time horizon, pick your annual growth percentage, pick your initial investment, and use your future value of money calculator to understand how much you're going to over the long term. Compounding doesn't just work for money. It works for relationships, reputation, habits, and even content creation. Because the longer you nurture the right things, the bigger the payoff becomes. You heard that right. The longer you nurture the right things. We're not saying invest in things that are failing over the long term or even the midterm. We want you to invest in things that are going to compound in the long terms. And so we want you to be looking at quality. We want you to be looking at those where the technical and functional analytics are showing you that that's the correct investment for you given this time in your life. So the fundamentals, quality investment, and the technicals are things you should all be looking at to understand what you should be investing in for the long game. Key concept number 2, the patience premium. Let's talk about the patience premium, the invisible bonus you earn for staying the course. Too many people exit good investments too early because they get greedy. They pivot businesses too fast. They give up just before the breakthrough. But those who wait, who keep showing up, who refine instead of restart, they're the ones who unlock exponential rewards. This isn't just a mindset. This is a very tactical strategy. Choose things that get better the longer you do them. Long-term investment vehicles, evergreen content, network relationships, high retention business models. Again, a tactical strategy that you choose to undertake. Concept number 3, strategic long game moves. Here are 3 ways to put this into action. 1, automate and forget. Set up recurring investments. Remove yourself from the timing game. Set your automated rules. If something goes down by whatever that threshold is for you, 20%, 15%, 10%, then you automatically cut and reinvest in your next thing. It's the same way if you want to take profits, right? There's a certain percentage of your investments that you may want to prune profits from. And that's fine because then it's going to be able to be reinvested in those things that will continue. So if it goes up by 20%, 25%, 50%, 100%, maybe it's time to take your profits and reinvest over time again and watch that grow exponentially again. So it's built by showing up and staying in, not by watching charts. Again, set up recurring investments, remove yourself from the timing game, use your automatic rules so you take all the emotion out of the decisions. The next is decade thinking. Start asking, will this matter in 10 years? Whether it's buying a car, hiring help, or building a product or service portfolio. Decade thinking saves you from making short-sighted decisions. And third, and not last but not least by any means, is practice delaying your gratification. Each time you say not now to a temporary want, you get to say yes to your ultimate legacy you're building. Start with your small wins, like skipping a $5 coffee, investing it for a week, a month, a quarter, a year, and find out how far ahead you are in the long run. So a mini case study, there's a solopreneur who stopped chasing trendy investments and just set up a simple 500 monthly Roth IRA auto draft, ignoring the market noise, no stopping of the investments during downturns, no pivoting of strategies, just trusting time. 4 years later, portfolio is up nearly 48%. didn't time the market, but trusted the market and trusted themselves to do the right thing by playing the long game. It's a powerful reminder that consistency beats intensity every time. So we want to, again, not play the short term up and down cycles, but play the longer term continued investment at an equal rate, day after day, week after week, month after month, quarter after quarter, year after year. Again, profit take when you've reached your threshold, reduce your losses when you've reached your threshold, but do that on an automated basis so that it's done automatically without you having to ride the emotional roller coaster and spend all that time and effort to make that happen, because it's automated in your portfolio, your financial portfolio tools that you have at your fingertips. So this week, carve out 15 minutes to ponder, where am I still operating from a quick win mindset? What's one decision I can make today that serves my 2035 self? And what am I investing in right now that will compound positively over time and make more of those decisions in the future? Your challenge, do a time value audit. What habits or expenses are eating up your future wealth? Automate one new habit, financial or otherwise, that helps you play the long game. And third, let go of one fast win temptation that no longer aligns with your legacy visions. So our closing thought for today: in a world obsessed with speed, those who master timing and trust in time will own the future. Let's recommit ourselves to a slow, steady, sustainable path, because that's the real fast lane to freedom. Until next week, stay wise, stay wealthy, and think long. This is Dr. Rhonda Farrell wrapping up week 26 of our WealthWise 2025 series, The Time Value Advantage, Compounding Patience and the Power of the Long Game.